He's challenging the idea of family, isn't he? I want to say that God created family, but here in this moment, Jesus is saying, no, I'm more important than your father. But he's also saying something else. He's saying, I'm more important than the law. Let me explain. For a Jewish young man, according to the Jewish law, it was your highest obligation to perform the burial and funeral of your mother and your father. The only way you could be exempt from performing the funeral of your mom and dad is if the high priest gave you an exemption because you were serving in the temple or the synagogue. That's it. This young man, I think the reason Jesus pointed him out and said, hey, you should follow me, is because Jesus saw how passionate this man was for the law. But in this moment, Jesus wants to articulate to this young man that I am greater than the law and I am more important than your father. Excuse me? And that's probably why this young man, we can conclude, decided not to follow Jesus. He's like, did you just make yourself out to be greater than the law? Did you just make yourself out to be more important than my family? Jesus, what are you saying? That's right. I am the fulfillment of the law. I am beyond the law, and I am more important than your father. Wow. Hard words from Jesus. Challenging words. Kind of gets worse. It kind of gets hairier. The last and final guy cries out, Jesus, I want to follow you. I just simply want to say goodbye to my family. I just want to say farewell. That's all. If I could do that. Jesus says, no backwards. The kingdom doesn't go back. We only go forward. We're not going back. We're going forward. Armor of God in Ephesians, there's nothing on the back. Jesus is your rear guard. It's all in the front because the life following Jesus is always forward. It's not back. He says, no back. We're going forward. No, you can't say farewell. You can't say goodbye to your mom. He says, well, then I can't do this. It seems he doesn't. I wonder, does your brain work like this? I wonder how that farewell would have gone. I've had a few farewells, right? I've had a few goodbyes. Does a young man go back to his home real quick and say, hey, Mom, it's Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day. Hey, look, Mom, I got to tell you something. Sit down, Mom. Don't tell me to sit down. I'll sit down if I want to sit. This is my house, young man. What you got to tell me? Well, Mom, just please, Mom, just calm down. Just listen. I got to go, Mom. You ain't going to go nowhere. Who you going with? I want to meet who you going with. Who? It's a girl. No, Mom, it's not a girl. Mom. It's Jesus. You heard? Yeah, I heard of Jesus. I don't know Jesus. I want to meet Jesus. Let me talk to Jesus before you go running out of here with Jesus. No, Mom, but listen, I got to go. I'm going to be one of his disciples. Who said you're going to be one of his disciples? Does he even know that you're coming? Does he even met you? You met Jesus? This is a mom, right? And what would a son tell a mom and a dad? Hey, Mom, I'm going to be okay, all right? Mom, I'm going to call you. Mom, don't worry about me. I'm going to be safe. The truth is, he can't say that. Did you know that? What's he going to say in that farewell? Don't worry about me, Mom. Come on, we'll FaceTime. Don't worry about it. Following Jesus is not safe. That farewell is not going to fare well. Had to. Goodbye, see you soon. Maybe not. What do you mean? Jesus never promised safety. He never promised there'd be a perfect schedule that you could call Mom every night at 9 p.m. and check in and make sure you're okay. He says, no, we got to go. I can't stand up here as much as I would like to and tell you that Jesus is safe. If you want all your kids protected and everything going great, whatever you do, follow Jesus. Oh no, your soul is safe. Your eternal state is safe. Your mind is safe. There's some safety in your soul.